Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Dr. Neeti Goyal from Indira Gandhi National College, Kurukshetra. Today we are going to discuss about a module, Functional Organizations, under the paper Principles and Practices of Management. Learning outcome. After completing this module, the students will be able to understand the meaning and objectives of organizational structure. Guiding principles of organization structure, basic forms of organizational structures, and functional organization. Functional organization is one of the basic forms of organizational structures. An organization structure gets developed through the process of organizing. Organizing is one of the functions of management which follows planning. Organizing provides structure to the organization. According to Chester Bernard, organizing is a function by which the concern is able to define the role positions, the job related, and the coordination between authority and responsibility. The term organization can be used in two ways. Organization as a process. Organization as a process refers to identifying the activities to be performed for accomplishment of objectives, grouping similar activities, assigning authority and responsibility, establishing accountability, and coordinating the efforts so as to achieve the business objectives. Organization as a structure. Organization can also be defined as a structure of formal relationships. It is a network of authority and responsibility relationships. Organization brings together people, functions, and physical facilities. It determines the flow of communication and flow of authority and responsibility in the organization. The organization structure establishes relationships among various job positions in the organization. It emphasizes not on the fact that who will perform the job, but establishes relationship among various posts in the organization. An organization structure can be broadly classified into both formal and informal structures. Formal organization structure is designed deliberately by the executives so as to achieve the organizational goals. And an informal organization structure gets developed within the formal structure on its own through sentiments, interaction, and other interrelated attributes of the people. Objectives of organizing. The main focus of this chapter is on studying the functional organization. Before we discuss what functional organization is, we will first discuss why we need organization structure, or what is the purpose of an organization structure. Below are some of the objectives of organizing. First is effective management. Organization structure identifies various activities to be performed and establishes relationship among various activities. The authority and responsibilities attached to various posts are also defined. It also determines the flow of communication within the organization. Thus, it provides a structure for the framework for effective management. Thus, it provides a structure or the framework for effective management. Second is efficiency. Organization clearly defines the activities to be performed at each level. This reduces confusion in the roles and responsibilities and thus brings efficiency in the operations. Third is sustained growth and diversification. Organization plays an important role in the growth of the enterprise by clarifying the role positions to the managers. It coordinates the activities and establishes authority and responsibility. It is the organization structure which facilitates division of work and thus leads to growth and diversification. Fourth is well-defined jobs. The role of organizing is to define the various positions in the organization and to establish relationship among them. It emphasizes on posts rather than on people. Organizing clarifies the role of every person in the organization. Fifth is clarifies authority. Organizational structure helps in clarifying the role positions to every manager and also the authority attached to his position so that he could perform his role effectively. The authority is delegated, keeping in view the responsibility so that a balance between authority and responsibility is maintained. Well-defined jobs and responsibilities attached helps in bringing efficiency and thus increase productivity. Sixth is coordination. Organization coordinates different departments of the enterprise. It establishes relationships among positions and ensure mutual cooperation. Harmony of work is brought by higher level managers exercising their authority over interconnected activities of lower level managers. Seventh, effective administration. The organization structure is helpful in defining the jobs positions. The roles to be performed by different managers are clarified. Specialization is achieved through division of work. This all leads to efficient and effective administration. Eighth is scope for new changes. Where the roles and activities to be performed are clear and every person gets independence in his working, this provides enough space to a manager to develop his talents and flourish his knowledge. A manager gets ready for taking independent decisions, which can be a road or path to adoption of new techniques of production. This scope for bringing new changes, principles of organization. Organization structure provides a base to the organization. Organizational structure varies according to a firm's size, mission, objectives, and environment in which firm operates. For proper designing of an organization structure, the following principles should be considered. First is division of work. Division of work means dividing the work into smaller tasks and assigning each task to an employee. These tasks, when repeated again and again, will lead to efficiency and lead to specialization of the worker in that job. In this way, efficient and high production could be achieved. It also reduces wastage and leads to decrease in costs. Division of work is considered necessary for efficiency. An organization structure should be so designed so that it permits division of work. Second is objectives of organization. An organization is established for the attainment of certain objectives. The organizational structure varies according to the objectives that have to be achieved. The authority, responsibility, and accountability are also assigned accordingly. Third is span of management. It is also known as span of control. It refers to the number of employees under the direct supervision of the superior. Organization structure also depends on this span of control. Span of control itself depends upon a number of factors. That is, it depends upon the ability of the superior and the nature of his work. Larger the span of control, more difficult it is to supervise and coordinate. It depends upon the ability of manager and the nature of his work. Span of control determines the number of levels in the organization. The larger the span of control, the more employees under the manager's direct supervision and less is the managerial levels and vice versa. In figure 1 given below, the span of control is wide. A manager here supervises 7 employees under him directly and hence one level of management hierarchy, but in figure 2, span of control is narrow. Here, there are 2 employees under manager's direct supervision who then supervise 3 employees each and hence 2 levels of management hierarchy. So span of control directly influence organization structure. Fourth is unity of command. Unity of command means that an employee receives instructions from only one boss. An employee cannot serve 2 masters effectively. There will be confusion in his mind as to whom he should obey. Organization structure should ensure that the principle of unity of command is never sacrificed, otherwise, it will lead to mismanagement, chaos, and conflicts in the organization. Fifth is flexibility. Organization structure should be flexible enough so that necessary changes could be incorporated as per the changes in external environment. Also, it should permit enough scope for expansion as the need arises. Sixth is management by exception. Management by exception refers to the fact that the managers at the top level handle the exceptional matters only and not the daily course, so that their expertise and knowledge are not wasted in the routine matters. Routine problems should be passed on to the lower levels and resolved there. It leads to organizational effectiveness. The principle of exception is thus of significant practical utility and applies to all levels in the organization structure. Seventh is decentralization. Decentralization is of great significance to big organizations. Decentralization means delegation of authority to the lowest level in the organization. It is giving authority to the departments to work on their own within the framework of the objectives without frequent interruptions from top management. Decentralization is significantly important for big organizations since all the work cannot be handled by the top management themselves. An important decision here is to determine how much decentralization should be there and on what matters. Eighth is authority and responsibility. Authority empowers an individual to take decisions and to command and to exercise control over his subordinates for execution of policies and programs. Responsibility is the duty to perform an assigned task. There should be a balance of authority and responsibility. Otherwise, the subordinates cannot discharge their responsibilities properly. Scalar chain. Scalar chain means a stepwise chain of superior-subordinate relationships which starts from top management and ends at supervisory level. A scalar chain has been shown in figure below. It links all managerial positions from top to bottom. Authority decreases as one goes down in the chain. Scalar chain of command suggests that there should be clearly defined and uninterrupted chain of authority from top to bottom. It not only promotes smooth communication but also gives confidence to managers for making decisions based on their authority. Forms of organizational structures. Organizational structure can be broadly categorized into formal and informal organizational structures. Formal organization structures has three basic forms: line organization, line and staff organization, and functional organization. Line organization is also known as military organization. Line organization is the simplest and the oldest form of organization structure suitable for small organizations. It follows a scalar chain of command. In this, authority flows directly from top to bottom through various managerial positions. In this type of organization, the line of command flows on an even basis without any gaps in communication. Top management has complete control over the subordinates through the chain of command. Line organization has been depicted in the diagram below. At the top level, there is chief executive, followed by departmental heads. After that, there are managers under the departmental heads. Then at the fourth level, there are area sales manager and the foreman. Authority flows down the line from chief executive to the last level in the organization. Each employee can exercise his authority independently without any interference. Features of line organization. First is, it is most simple form of organization. Second, authority flows from top to bottom in the organization. Third is, specialized services do not exist in this form of organization. Fourth, line officers have complete authority to do their respective functions. They can independently take decisions in their areas. Fifth, unity of command is observed in this organization structure. Sixth, departmentalization may exist in this form of organization depending upon organizational needs. Merits of line organization. First merit is simplest. It is the most simple and the oldest form of organization. Second is the unity of command. Unity of command is observed in this organizational structure. Each subordinate receives instructions from only one superior. Unity of command helps in establishing accountability. Third merit of line organization is better control. Unity of command ensures better control. Also, line managers have full authority to discharge their functions so they can perform their responsibilities efficiently. Fixed and independent authority and responsibility. In this type of organization, every line executive has got fixed authority and fixed responsibility attached to every authority. Prompt decision. In line organization, prompt decisions could be taken due to the factor of unity of command. Next merit is no conflict. In line organization, only one form of authority exists, that is line managers. All decisions are taken by line managers independently without any interference. So there is no conflict of authority as is the case in the line and staff organization. Demerits of line organization. First is lack of specialization. In a line organization, all decisions are taken by line managers themselves. No specialist opinion is taken to guide the line managers. Second is inadequate communication. Inadequate communication may arise in line organization since subordinates may hesitate to communicate upwards because of their authority relationships. Authority leadership. Line officials have independent authority which could be misused by them. Line managers may become autocratic. Line and staff organization. In line and staff organization, two types of authorities coexist: line authority and staff authority. Line and staff organization is an extension of line organization where, along with line managers, staff managers also exist. Staff managers are specialists who play an advisory role for the line managers, but the ultimate authority rests with the line managers. Whether they will implement the advice of the staff specialist or not is at their discretion. Figure 5 below depict the line and the staff organization structure. Staff authority has been depicted by dotted lines. For example, we can see that the assistant to chief executive is a staff official. Line and staff organization structure is suitable for medium and large size organization. Features of line and staff organization. There are two types of authorities: line authority and staff authority. Second, line and staff organization is more complex than line organization. Third is, staff managers are specialists in their areas and thus efficiency can be achieved. Fourth is, the ultimate authority remains with the line executive and staff specialists play only the advisory role. Fifth is, it is suitable for medium to large organizations. Merits of line and staff organization. First is sharing of workload. The workload of the line executives get shared as the advisory service can be provided by the staff experts. Thus, a line executive can concentrate on the execution of plans only. Expert advice. The staff managers are experts in their field and can offer expert advice to the line executive at the time of need, which leads to efficiency. Third is specialization. Line executives can concentrate on plan execution, and staff executives can play advisory role. Thus, the benefits of specialization gets available to the enterprise. Fourth is benefits of research and development. Due to the presence of staff experts, the workload of executives get divided. So they get more time and can concentrate on bringing innovations and go for research work in those areas. Next merit is balanced decisions. Balanced decisions in line and staff organization are possible as the decisions are implemented after taking expert advice. The line managers can deliberate upon the advice offered to them by staff specialists, which automatically ends up in balanced decisions. Demerits of line and staff organization. First is lack of unity of command. In a line and staff organization, the workers get directions from both line and staff experts. Thus, the principle of unity of command gets disobeyed. Second is lack of sound advice. The ultimate authority rests with the line managers. The staff managers are only advisors. The staff specialists may become careless and may provide wrong suggestions, which may adversely affect the enterprise. Third is line and staff conflicts. Line and staff organizations are characterized by conflicts among the line and the staff authority. Both try to prove themselves superior over the other. This leads to lack of coordination and hampers the concern's working. Costly. In a line and staff concern, staff managers are specialists. High remuneration need to be paid to them. This proves to be costly for the concern. Lack of motivation for staff specialists. The staff experts only play advisory role to the line managers. They have no authority to get their decision implemented. Sometimes, due to personality conflict among them, the line managers may not implement their advice even if it is valuable. This may demotivate the staff experts. Staff managers steal the credit. In a line and staff concern, the higher returns are considered to be a result of staff managers' advice. This distresses the line officials and affects the organization's working. Functional organization. The concept of functional organization was suggested by F.W. Taylor. Functional organizational structure is a complex organizational structure based on the principle of specialization. Three types of authorities exist: line authority, staff authority, and functional authority. It is an extension of line and staff organizational. The functional authority of functional managers is similar to the line authority of line managers, but is restricted to few specialized areas only. Features of functional organization. Functional organization is a complex form of organization. Three authorities exist together: line, staff, and functional authority. Principle of unity of command is disobeyed as employees receive instructions from three types of authorities: line, staff, and functional authority. More importance is given to staff experts as along with staff authority, they also enjoy line authority, though restricted to few activities only. Here in figure we can see the functional organizational structure. See the quality control manager. We can see the staff authority shown with the dashed lines which are not bold. The functional authority can be seen with the dashed lines which are bold. With the quality control manager, we can see he is a staff expert with functional authority as well. So he is a staff expert who also enjoys line authority, though in a limited way. Merits of functional organization. First is specialization. Functional organizations are characterized by specialization. The extent of specialization is highest in functional organization structure. Effective control. Management control is simplified as the mental functions are separated from manual functions. Checks and balances keep the authority within certain limits. Specialists may be asked to judge the performance of various sections. Efficiency. In functional organizations, staff experts are given authority, though in a limited way. A staff expert can utilize his expertise for efficient decision making. Now, the demerits of functional organization. First is no unity of command. The biggest demerit in functional organization is that unity of command is not observed in this kind of organizational structure. Employees in functional organization receives orders and instructions from three authorities. Thus, unity of command gets disobeyed. Second is lack of coordination. Disciplinary control becomes weak as worker is commanded not by one person but a large number of people. Thus, there is no unity of command and hence no coordination could be achieved. Third is difficulty in fixing responsibility. Because of lack of unity of command, it gets difficult to fix responsibility of the workers and hence they can easily shirk away from their work. Fourth is conflict. Functional organizations are characterized by conflicts among the line authority and the line authority of the staff experts. They may think themselves superior to each other and may indulge in leg pulling. Moreover, staff experts get more importance in functional organization. This may distress line authorities. Fifth, maintenance of specialist staff is expensive for the concern. So this kind of organizational structure is costly. Functional organization has been divided to put the specialist in the top position throughout the enterprise. This is an organization in which we can define as a system in which functional departments are created to deal with the problems of business at various levels. Functional authority remains confined to functional guidance to different departments. This helps in maintaining quality and uniformity of performance of different functions throughout the enterprise. The concept of functional organization was suggested by F.W. Taylor, who recommended the appointment of specialists at various positions. For example, the functional head and marketing director directs the subordinates throughout the organization in his particular area. This means that subordinates receive orders from several specialists, managers working above them. So students, let us summarize what we have learned in this module. Every organization needs a structure to operate systematically. The organizational structure brings together the human, financial, and physical resources. It provides a framework of relationships among them. There are three basic forms of organizational structure: line organization, line and staff organization, and functional organization. Line and staff organization is an extension of line organization, and functional organization is an extension of line and staff organization. In a functional organization, line authority, staff authority, and functional authority exist together. This form of organizational structure disobeys unity of command. The degree of specialization is highest in this organizational structure. This organization structure is suitable for medium and large-sized firms. Thank you.